Andy Murray will return to action at Queen's. Picture Amazon. Andy Murray will team up with Feliciano Lopez in doubles at Queen's next week, but is on the lookout for a new partner for Wimbledon. The three-time Grand Slam champion is not yet ready to compete in singles at the All England club, but he is planning on playing a full grass court season with a partner on the same side of the net. That will be alongside 37-year-old Spanish veteran Lopez next week at the Fever Tree Championships, before Murray moves on, if all goes to plan, to Eastbourne and then Wimbledon. But given the uncertainties surrounding his own physical condition, Murray is leaving the decision late with regards to who he will play with at Wimbledon. "I've spoken to a few players about that," the 32-year-old said. "But again, it's just difficult for me to commit to play. My plan is to try and play the 3 weeks, to play Queen's, Eastbourne and Wimbledon." Murray will be part of the doubles field at Queen's. Picture Amazon. "I've just spoken to a few players who are a bit more relaxed about whether I can play or not, so not necessarily like doubles specialists, but guys that if I was able to would be up for playing, but likewise if I'm not, they're fine as well. So we'll see a little bit." Advertisement. Probably by the beginning of next week, maybe potentially play with Philly at Eastbourne too. We haven't spoken much about that. He is waiting potentially on a Wimbledon wildcard decision and stuff. His ranking has dropped a bit, so he needs a wildcard to get to Wimbledon. If he didn't get one, he would have to play qualifiers. He couldn't play Eastbourne. The doubles is a bit more complicated with the singles entries and stuff. There are a lot of moving parts. We will see what will happen. One man he won't be teaming up with is his brother Jamie Murray. The older Murray brother recently split with long-term Brazilian partner Bruno Soares to link up with Liverpudlian Neil Skupski. Andy Murray will not be playing with his brother Jamie. Picture Getty Images. For Andy Murray, life timing didn't quite work out to compete with Andy, and it's possible the pair could face off at the Queen's Club. "I discussed potentially playing with my brother a month, 6 weeks ago. I had barely started hitting balls really at that stage," Murray added. "We spoke about it and I told him that it was not certain that I will be ready to play, and I also don't particularly want to let him down 2 minutes before the tournament. Oh sorry, I can't play," and left him without a partner. "I wanted to wait a bit closer to the time before making a decision over whether I was going to play. With Philly, I was looking at guys to potentially play with in this tournament and ones I would be able to get in with without taking a wild card from one of the other British grass court teams." Advertisement. Philly is a very good grass court player and someone I have always got on well with on the tour. He plays good doubles, he is a good partner. If I play Jamie, I think mentally for me if I was playing singles and I played against him it's a bit more difficult because my priority at the time would be singles and mentally that's my brother's career, so mentally that's quite a difficult match to play. Murray could play against his brother at Queen's. Picture Getty Images. For Andy Murray, life, but if I played him here then I'd definitely be trying to win, of course. It's bound to end up happening, I'd imagine. I wouldn't be surprised if that was how the draw came out. An all-Murray clash would certainly be a mouth-watering prospect at Queen's, but the primary focus of next week will be to see how Andy copes in match conditions following his surgery. Grass can be a notoriously tricky surface to handle when returning from injury, particularly when slippery underfoot, but Murray is confident he is physically ready. "Well, the risk is there regardless," he said. "Everyone who plays the first few matches on grass when it is a bit slippy and stuff, there is a little bit more at risk. What I needed to ask with my team and the surgeons and doctors if my hip is healed, what damage I could do with playing. If there is the chance of me doing damage then I will not play. Murray will hope to go far at Queen's. Picture, TPN, Getty Images. I was given the go-ahead to play and start moving without restriction 4 months after the operation, but progressively build up to try and get back on the singles court. Advertisement. I think doubles is that kind of middle ground where I am getting competitive tennis. You know, obviously not moving quite as much, but loading on the body is less. You are getting lots of quick, sharp movements which will hopefully help me later in the year. Murray is one of just 4 players, along with Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic, to win Wimbledon in the past 16 years, but even in his absence, he is expecting that run to be extended. I think the winner will come from those 3, he said. I guess it's possible that some of the guys with huge serves could potentially go on a run and there will maybe be some upsets early on. If those guys are fit and healthy and get through the first few rounds, I would expect one of them to come through. More tennis advertisement. Let's block ads. Why?